Little boot review today. These are the Hawkshead full brogue boots from Herring Shoes. If you follow my channel, this will be the first time you've seen me review anything near a formal shoe. I am, however, a huge fan of formal shoes. I wear them daily. The only reason I haven't reviewed them before is because I'd like to do a full life review, if you will, so I need to start from when I purchased them. The previous shoes I've had, I had in circulation before I started YouTube. I've had Herring before, I've had Barker's, Grenson's, all really great shoes, but I do like to start from the unboxing and work onwards. So I've got that opportunity this time. As I say, I've had Herring shoes before, second time customer for Herring, absolutely fantastic people to deal with. I live in Devon and they're based down in Kingsbridge, so for me I can benefit from their sort of face-to-face personal service, but having bought from them before online, really great people to deal with there. If this piques your interest, if you want to check out these boots, contact them, ask them any questions you want, give them a call on the phone. They're really, really great guys to deal with. So as I say, these are the Hawkshead full brogue boots. We'll start off by taking a look at the packaging, then the details, and then we'll put them on and take a look at them. So I always find the customer experience with Herring is excellent. Part of that comes down to the speed of delivery, the advice you get, but also the packaging. I know it's the small things and it's really about the boots that matters, but I always do like packaging. Nicely presented box, Herring logo, Herring name. On the inside you've got Herring crest of arms embossed all over, which is quite nice, I think. Then you've got the little Herring catalogue with a bit about the company, how they manufacture their goods and the sort of range that they offer. Nice photos in there. Got returns information, free returns, always nice. And then you've got a couple of extras. So, nice little shoe horn, always helpful. A pot of their shoe cream to match the product you've got. So this is medium brown for those boots, all sealed up. But I recommend using that probably in rotation with a clear polish. So if you're polishing sort of on a weekly basis, maybe every sort of month you'd give it a little going over with the colour cream to maintain the brown of your boot. And then you've got the boots themselves. So you've already seen these, but back in the box now, presented in nice little travel bags. The first sort of pair of formal shoes I got which had travel bags, I kind of wondered why have they got their own little bags, but actually they're really, really useful if you're travelling. So if you're going to put a pair of formal shoes in your suitcase, having these is really helpful because you don't want them bashing around on each other, certainly if you've got a nice polished finish. So really nice extras in there, nicely presented, great customer experience. Okay, well let's come in and take a look at some of the details on the boots in some detail now. Starting from the sole up, you've got a nice stitched and welted rubber sole. So this is the Dianite sole, very well made and well-known British sole. Nice and robust, very hard rubber, pretty grippy with these little studs, but still maintaining a low profile to sort of allow the shoes to take that more formal look. As I say, these are really, really hard wearing, which is great if you're going to spend some time both on and off road. So grippy for a little bit of country walking, but plenty robust enough for walking around the town. For me, these will be sort of living largely in the workplace. However, I do sort of always take a stroll out around town at lunchtime, so this sole is really good. Leather soles, actually more hard wearing than many people will think, but I do find leather soles a bit of a stress in wet weather, looking after them, keeping them good, and rubber really is a place to be for me. The heel unit, nice and thick there. I do tend to wear my heels quite hard, But with this sort of construction, you can just replace the heel if your heel needs some attention before the forefoot. On the back here, you've got a nice stacked leather heel, leather sole all round as well, and that's stitched with a triple welt at the top, which means two things really. It means that obviously you can have these resoled, which is very important when investing in decent footwear, but it also means that this extra lip, which comes around with the name of triple, the extra lip here acts as an extra barrier to water, so it keeps off some of those splashes away from the bottom of the upper, if you will, just there. So that's a nice feature if you're going to get these boots wet, which is kind of their intention. You know, they're there to be used. They're sort of an outdoor boot in spirit. Certainly, this uses the country last. If you ever see sort of something referred to as a country last, that generally means the width is a little bit more generous. It allows the wearing of a thicker sock, so for those country walks. But if you've got a slightly wider foot and you're wondering which size to get, then think about what the last is, and sometimes that will get you a bit more wise on which boot to select. So I'm a 7.5 in formal shoes. Sometimes that's a bit tight, but if I see a 7.5 in a country last, I always know that's going to fit quite nicely. If you watch my other videos, you know that I normally take an 8 in sort of casual footwear, but 7.5 in formal. Okay, so moving on up to the upper, you've got a full brogue in a pebble embossed leather, so it gives it a nice texture, which is quite nice. Over time, I think this will pick up a nice patina, nice variation in the brown colours, certainly with that shoe cream to keep it nice. So a fairly supple leather, but firm enough to keep its shape. I think these are pretty easy on the break-in, to be honest. They're certainly a good width already for me, and that's normally where I find the pain on the break-in, where the sort of forefoot here. So if you're good to go in the sort of the toe box, if you will, that will mean your break-in's always going to be that little bit easier. Obviously, you've got eyelets, 6 eyelets up to the ankle there. Got a little pull tab to help you get them on. You've got a nice little tongue in there with a little tab to help the laces hold it in place. No bellows on these tongues, so you wouldn't expect to be sort of wading around in water, but I think something would be getting a bit wrong if you were wearing these boots in a puddle, wouldn't it? But so that's no problem. On the inside, you'll probably pick up there, they are lined throughout. At the forefoot, it is a smooth tan leather lining. On the rear, it's a darker sort of navy blue, so almost polished lining, and what that does, it allows you to slip your foot in with greater ease. So it just basically allows them to slip onto your foot nicely. Okay, well, let's get these on and take a look. Well, I hope that was useful. As I say, herring, absolutely fantastic guys to deal with. if you're in Devon, anywhere near on the south coast, near Kingsbridge, pop in, check out their retail store. They've also got a massive warehouse. They carry a huge range of boots, both their own brands and others. So you can check out the full range there. Their own boots are made by a number of brilliant UK manufacturers like Loke. These are made by Loke for them, so there's no question on quality. Yeah, check them out. Brilliant online store as well, web chat, email service, really easy to deal with. Okay, well, I'll put a link below to these boots if you want to check them out. You can also use that link to get through to the Herring store and see what else they've got on offer. If you haven't seen my channel before, please check it out. Really into quality footwear, denim, everyday carry, pen knives, fountain pens, coffee making kits. Check it out, we might share some other common interests. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Love it if you could subscribe, and I'll see you for the next video. Okay, hope that was helpful. Thank you very much. Bye bye.